Gotcha. Okay, bro, this is G-Fam coming at you from GFC. Like, hammer that bell, hammer that subscription button. I don't like that. Howdy, campers. Hey guys, this is Graham from Go Fast Campers. Hey guys, this is Graham from Go Fast Campers, and I wanted to introduce you to the SuperLite, which is this tent right here. It's brand new. It is the lightest, simplest, most affordable hardshell rooftop tent in existence. It's probably the strongest too. So kind of taking a step back into what this really is the Volkswagen Beetle of rooftop tents. And not the new Beetle, but the old Beetle. That's actually cool. So basically what that means is the Beetle was meant to be a car for the people. It was meant to be this product that you could take and drive your kids to school. It could be your first car. It could be really affordable. But the really neat thing was it was super modular and super repairable. And that made it one of the best off-road racing platforms all throughout the 1960s and 70s. So really what this is how do you strip something down to the core essence of what it's supposed to be? How do you make this the best possible tent in the simplest possible way so that you can get as many people out camping as possible while maintaining that overall strength and durability and toughness from the Volkswagen Beetle line? So really this is kind of at its core, it's a racing tent, even though it's a tent for the people. Just happens to work really well for both things. Because it's the lightest, it's going to affect your vehicle the least. It's the thinnest rooftop tent on the market. When it's fully compressed with nothing inside, it goes all the way down to 4.5 inches thick, which is tiny. That's 1.5 inches less than our current product, and that includes the mounting interface. So basically this thing goes down to nothing, but it's also super modular. So when you lift it up and you throw some gear in there, you can loosen those straps and still throw your camping bedding in there. You can still throw your pillows in there. So really it just kind of is this thing that does what you want, but when you don't want it on your truck, you can take it off. You can take it off by yourself because it's only 80 pounds, or one other person can help you. Throw it flat against the wall in your garage, and it really works like throwing a card table in your garage. It's not this thing that's going to be this big albatross, giant trash bag thing sitting on the roof of your truck while you're driving to work every day. So when you want to go out and camp, throw it on the roof of your car. When you don't, take it off. Super easy. We also have a ladder that is kind of like that pink stool. So jumping straight into it, let's talk a little about the construction of this thing. So it uses our patented PIB tech, which is panel and bag technology. So what that is we use two 1-inch honeycomb panels to really make the structure of this thing. That's what makes this thing a hard shell. So you have a hard roof and a hard floor. Pretty much the same material we use in our other campers. It's super light, incredibly strong, and really durable. That name SuperLite just keeps coming up in conversation. So basically it's a outer fabric bag, like a sleeve, that accepts that panel on the upper and the lower. So this outer shell of tent is a 600D solution dyed fabric that's super UV stable and really, really tough. And then this interior fabric is a 300D honeycomb ripstop material. So this tent's really designed for long-term use, but as you know, anything fabric is always a consumable. So we've really designed this thing for long-term serviceability. So these honeycomb panels will outlive your truck. The metal extrusions underneath will as well. And we're making this tent available to purchase independently for people that already are existing customers of the SuperLite, so they can swap out all of their honeycomb parts and all of their aluminum extrusions, and 5-10 years down the road if you find yourself in need of a new tent. That way it's not the whole assembly going into landfill, because these are perfectly good and honestly pretty expensive parts. So let's talk layout. There's basically a door on every side, as you can tell. So the whole side opens. I already said that. And then there's also bug screens all the way around. So if you just drop this guy down, there's a zip from the top and a zip from the bottom. So like our normal rooftop tent and camper, you can have just side mesh, and the outer, basically the outer rain shield, pretty much whatever you want. But the really cool thing here is just full panoramic view. So if you have this thing fully opened up, you've really got a great view and some pretty good ventilation in here. So we're currently in the rooftop tent in mesh mode. We've got the mesh panels down on both sides here. Also got some pretty cool overhead storage opportunities. So if you're in the mood to keep your angle grinder and tape measure in your tent, or just your phone, we've got you covered. So keep lights up here, keep your wallet, whatever you need, car keys, that kind of stuff, really handy. Got the extension cord for this guy right there. But this is the pole right here. It's basically a trekking pole. So you've got extendable arm and then a cam walk to close it. So basically you prop it up in place and then extend it to close, lock it in place. That's really all there is to it. These poles kind of attach up top, so they're always set up. You basically rotate the bottom into position. But when you're closing the tent and storing the tent, it'll stay attached at that top point for really rapid deployment. So that's pretty much it while we're up here, except for the mattress, except for this thing that I'm sitting on right now. So basically it's got two valves, it's got a fill valve and a dump valve. So it's an air foam mattress hybrid. Super, super comfortable and adjustable, so you can really dial it in for your specific weight requirements and just what kind of bedding you like. We also are working on our own bedding system that's a fitted sheet system with an actual down quilt overlay, so you can really have like a home style bedding experience while camping. So really the last thing to cover is the mounting interface. So we've basically got the ability to mount this thing to trucks, SUVs, crossovers, kind of whatever you need. Really quick and simple. As long as the vehicle's rack can take the weight of a rooftop tent, you should be set to go. So let's go over to the garage and check it out. So now we're over at the garage and we've got Beth here to help lend a hand taking this thing off and showing you guys just how easy that process is. All right, let's rotate it so it's backside out this time. Thanks for the help, Beth. So basically got that thing off on the ground, and now's the perfect time to show you how the mounting interface works. And really the core of that product is built around this extrusion track. That's our own proprietary design. So basically, like a lot of our other products, we machine our own T-nut that'll come in here and actually spin 90 in place. So when you're locking it down, it cams into location. So using these clamps, you can pretty much go around any sort of arrow bar, any round bar, factory crossbars, that kind of a thing. Just goes in, slides into place, and tightens down. The other mounting interface that we're working on right now, this is the first 3D printed part that we have over here. Basically this guy has a quick release thumb screw, so you can actually tighten that by hand manually. And that's going to be a billet machine part for quick release when you want to take it off and on easily. That'll be a really good solution for you. This one's a little bit more in depth, but it's super solid, still all billet machine parts, all the stuff you expect from Go Fast. That about sums up the SuperLite walk around video. Really excited to get a bunch of you guys out camping, and thanks for taking the time to watch the video. If you've got any questions, any concerns, anything you want to hear more about, hit us up on our website. We've got phone number and email listed there, and we're always happy to help. Thanks so much.